Within Rec Room, I've made tons of different maps, either maps just for fun or maps that I really wanted to make for a specific thing. And in today's video, I am going to be showing you different maps that I have made within Rec Room, even ones that you might not know about, but you'll now know about. Anyways, let's go ahead and start off with the first one, which is FG Chill and Draw. Within this room, you will be able to color on any of these 40 outlines I have made. All you got to do is equip a costume, walk into this little area, grab a marker, if it lets you, grab a marker and just draw and color in. There's even a second floor and there's a lot you can draw on. So if you ever end up feeling like you want to come and color in something, you got a lot of options here to choose from. This is Fire God PvP, and as the title says, this game is a PvP map that I have made a while ago. I forgot how long ago. It is definitely due for an update. Probably should make it with Recroom Studio or something, but this is a PvP map I have made a while ago where you literally just battle it out with friends, foes, whoever, and you just find weapons around the map. There's even a supply drop feature that is added into this game where this supply crate right here that has a power weapon, a shield potion, and a health potion. I don't think the shield potion works for some reason. This whole entire crate right here will respawn every so often out of the sky randomly, and you will be able to use it to heal up or just become super powerful. Speaking of super powerful, there are different weapons you can find within this temple right here, but make sure to avoid these traps that are out here. Once you make it to the end over here, all you got to do now is put your hand on top. It'll slowly move. Crouch underneath here, and you will be able to go inside of this room with all of this gold and different weapons that you can use to destroy your opponents. You will need to pay for that power launcher right there, and how you pay for it is by defeating a goblin and earning whatever the game's currency is. But that is my PvP map. Now, let's move on to the next room. This is FG Bomb Pit. In this game, you will have different enemies on that side and on that side, throwing rum jugs, bottles, or bombs at you. And you gotta stay within this giant square and throw the items right back at them. Defeat all of your enemies within a short amount of time. I mean, you win either way, but your goal is to try to get the shortest amount of time as you can. Let me go ahead and demonstrate. Okay, now, once you spawn in within the game, you will see different enemies throwing bombs and rum jugs right at you. Sometimes, for some reason, there's a thing where they keep hitting the back wall. I tried fixing that the best I could, but generally, the strat I go for is not defeating the rum jug guys first. Grab as many rum jugs as you can, almost died there, and throwing these rum jugs at these guys. This, with a lot of players, is pretty fun and sometimes sad because everyone's trying to steal all of the rum jugs and bombs from each other. But once you get the hang of it, it is pretty fun. But yeah, that is how you play FG Bomb Pit. Now, if you want a harder challenge for this game, you can just head on over to this door right over here next to the scoreboard. And within this room, the enemies are much more difficult. All their projectiles that they throw are way faster, going right at you. And instead of bombers, you have the bottle throwers, which will throw small bottles right at you. You can either try to catch it or use the rum jugs to try to defeat the bottle throwers, which is what I normally do. Anyways, let's move on. This is FG Parkour 2, which is a sequel to my first parkour map that I've ever made, and this one is definitely way better than the first one, and it's way longer. Now, this next stage, level 2, is definitely the hardest level within this whole entire parkour map, which usually you'd think the hardest levels would be the last level, but I decided to make it on the second level. This literally has the hardest levels within this whole entire map. This level right here is the level I've been told by a bunch of people that is impossible or just super hard, which, for the record, it is not impossible. I can do it pretty easily sometimes, but if I can do it, you can definitely do it too. Level 3, which is also a fairly easy level with a whole bunch of parkour. Once you reach the end of this level, go through the portal, and you will be taken inside of a giant version of my old clubhouse, which also has fairly easy parkour on it and a lot of staircase climbing. And then once you make it across this last piece of parkour, you will make it straight to the end. But you can try to complete this as many times as you can and get high up on this leaderboard Welcome to Quest for the Fire. In this quest, your end goal is to make it to the end and obtain this pedestal with a little fire on it. This quest consists of different levels themed from different Recroom original quests. This level right here is themed off of, well, Golden Trophy and Crimson Cauldron. This has both enemies mixed into one level. This is a Jumbotron level. This is the first little level right here. Then as you keep going, you'll get to tougher enemies. And once you get towards the ending, you will realize that this is the little spaceship level. Now this level is a aisle themed level. All you got to do is grab this and whack this little lock on the door, and the door will go flying off super quick. And once you take this thing, you will arrive at this level, which is a somewhat recreation of Crescendo. Well, at least my recreation of Crescendo. This is the final level of the game. You got some blunderbusses over here, and once you complete this level, this little pedestal with a campfire on top will spawn in. And once you touch the campfire on top, it will take you to the end of the quest. And if you go all the way down here, you can claim this free I completed Quest for the Fire trophy. So you can be one of the, not really first, but one of the higher than 13 people to get this trophy. Now, to show you the last few rooms for this video. This is Lava Runner. And in this game, your goal is to make it from the top all the way to the bottom before the lava that is all the way up there at the top above those clouds catch up to you. And within this whole entire little course, you have different obstacles slowing you down from reaching the end. And within this game, there are also other game modes, like normal mode. We're currently in hard mode, so normal mode looks way different than this, or at least a little bit different. It has some different courses within it, and it is a little bit easier and way slower. But in my opinion, hard mode is definitely the funnest game mode within this game. This is Cops vs. Robbers. In this game, your goal as the robber is to get the diamond from the bank, bring it back to your base, and win before the cops end up killing your whole entire team. And the goal as the cops is to obviously wipe out the robber team and try to make the round either last until the game ends by itself, which takes about 8 minutes, or the cops have to wipe out all of the robbers. This is Robber Runaway. Your goal in this game is to rob the gas station, get into your car, and drive off. Once you drive off and reach the highway, there will be a cop right behind you, chasing you down as you dodge traffic and try to reach the end to win. Now, I will quickly show you a demonstration of how to play this game. Now, after you spawn in, you want to go ahead and take cash. After you do that, you want to drive off, reach this highway. Once you reach the first car on this highway, which is a little truck, the cop will start chasing you, and you want to try to book it and not hit a single car.
Eyes on the car. Pursuing now.
And now the cop is right behind me. I'm gonna try switching, you guys. I don't know if you guys can see the cop behind me or not. If I look that up, can you see him? I have no clue. I don't know what you guys can see and what you can't see. I think I'm gonna get caught because I am using motion turn, and for some reason motion turn makes it, well then. But motion turn basically makes you a little bit slower for some reason. I don't know why that's how that works. But anyways, you kind of get it. Dodge traffic, reach the end of the highway. There's a cop behind you chasing you. I don't know if you guys heard that or not, but there is an alarm noise that will play when the cop gets too close. When the cop gets too close to the car, you will obtain a little trigger handle. You want to click it as soon as you hear that siren noise whenever the cop gets too close to you. And that will stun the cop. That will EMP his engine and make it to where he is stunned for a few seconds, at least enough for you to be able to get a little bit of a head start. This is Bomb Diffusion RRS, and your goal as the bomber is to obviously defend the bomb and make sure the cops do not get to it. I am at some point planning on making different maps for this room so that you can have a bomb scenario in like a little skyscraper in a facility or whatever. Now, when you spawn in on the cops team, all you want to do is grab a gun here and enter the building. Within this school, you will find a bomb. You just gotta search for it within 5 minutes, hope it doesn't go off, and you also gotta try to kill off the other team as well. There are different locations the bomb can spawn in inside the school, like in here, here, and here, and in here. Now, there are also a few other locations within this school that the bomb can spawn inside of, like a few other classrooms and a computer lab. But now that I've shown you this room, there is another room that I do also want to show you before I show you one last thing that is a project that I'm working on. This last and final game that I am wanting to show you is FG Minigame Race. And this game was made for the purpose of a video that I made where I raced 5 different Rec Room YouTubers through this little course of mini games. And whoever made it to the end of the course was the winner. This course also consists of parkour, basketball shooting, tiny water bottle sniping, and there's also this little notice right here for if you're on a Quest device, because for some reason Quest devices can't see the water bottle all the way at the end, or at least Quest 2 can't. I have no clue if Quest 3 can. And after that, you have one of the last little mini games, which is dart throwing. You have to throw a dart and make it right in the center. And oh my gosh, did this take us way too long to do for each one of us within the video. Throwing the dart and trying to make it directly in the middle took longer than I expected it to, but it was honestly pretty fun. And for this last little mini game, you got a bowling ball, you grab it, you got to roll it right onto this little button right here, which will end the game and clarify the winner. But if you do want to go watch the video where I raced the 5 different RecTubers through this course, that will be in the link in the description. Same thing with all these maps that I've showed you throughout these videos. All the maps will be linked in the description, so you can go click them, go to them, and go try them out. Now, before I end this video off, there is one last thing I do want to show you, which is a project I've been working on that I want to release at some point. It's going to be a long while for me to release it. It consists of different rooms within it that will be released over time as I finish them. And this project I'm working on is called the Hall of Concerts. You will spawn in this little room right here with a bunch of posters of different games I've made. Here are some I haven't shown you, which is the Great AI Beach War, which is a game where you defeat a ton of different AI in different rounds. And this game right here, The Long Road, is what it says, the long road. It's a very, very long road that you can chill and drive on and try to reach the end. After you exit this area, you can enter the Hall of Concerts. These are different artists that I am going to be making different little concerts for. This is a thing I somewhat recently learned how to do. It is something I've wanted to do for a while, but I didn't know how to do it. And then once I figured out how to do it, I couldn't stop doing it. It is so fun putting a song together, putting effects together with it on a stage, having it echo throughout the arena. It is so cool once it's finished, but you kind of get what this whole thing is. It is a big project where there will be different concerts you can attend for different artists that are within this hallway. And this whole entire concert thing will be automatic. You will be able to enter the room, go upstairs, press a button, and start the show. Now, for this project, I have almost completed one specific concert, which is the Imagine Dragons concert. Now, before I completely end this video, I do want to show you a sneak peek of one of these little concerts. This video might get a little bit copyrighted from it. I don't know why I'm saying a little bit. It most definitely will, but I do want to show you a sneak peek of a full concert from this.